because I haven't done that yet. Into this camera. Okay, that audio is plugged into that camera. Okay, this plate is coming off of my camera. All right. Bill, I had to go back to the office again. I don't know how many times I had to go back. I called Kelly and I was like, "Are you close?" She's like, "I'm about to pull up." I said, "Pick me up and take me to the office, please." And so she did. And then I actually drove. Okay, lockdown on tripod now with audio plugged in. Do I have a headphone jack on this 205? Yep, there it is.
The era when I was playing in high school and even in...
Okay. Hey, Nick, can you give me some audio?
Test 1, 2, check. Hey. 1, 1, 2, 2. Testing audio. Hey. Turn it up if you need. Check 1, 2.
Bill, I don't know if I got.
Welcome everybody to the Jefferson. Test 1, 2.
Where do I do?
Check. Hey.
Mic on the.
1, 2.
On
Check
this.
1, 2.
Hang on a second, Bill. Keep going, Nick.
Times Dispatch Sports
Hearing
Battler
myself.
Scholar Athlete Awards Ceremony. June 6th. That is today. Hey. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Bill, do you see any audio levels?
Want me to keep on talking?
Yes, please.
Yes, gotcha. Let's see what I can read. I would like to thank our generous sponsors and donors again. Before I present the finalists, without the support of these generous businesses and individuals, this program is not possible. Thanks to all those in attendance who have supported and continue to support this program. The first award we are giving out this evening is the Williams Mullin Community Impact Award. I would like to invite blank from blank to join me on stage to present this award.
The
What
picture
kind of
quality?
project or activity is the team involved in which serves the community? It's not really dancing.
Hey, what are you doing here, Kim?
Hello everyone, this is just a quick announcement to let you all know that this is the last call for the silent
Why is
auction
it-
and for the 50-50 raffle. So if you'd like to make one last bid or purchase one more raffle ticket, now is the time to do so. $10 per ticket or 3 tickets for $20 or 10 for $50. The winning raffle ticket will be selected up here on stage and announced before we get to the awards portion of the evening.
See, now this is better. See how it white balances over here? Are you seeing a new picture now? You should see a more yellow picture. Yeah.
In just a little bit, we'll hear from the academic accolades and athletic accomplishments.
You can't read it?
Our Scholar Athlete finalists.
You were able to read it.
You're going to get their stats, and yes, they are impressive.
Alright, they're coming now.
They're coming now, huh?
Yeah, they're coming and just bring it down.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Nick, you and I are good.
We're good?
We're going to say we are. I think we are. I mean, there's nothing happening now when this level is going.
Is it better?
Well, I switched cameras, and I've never monitored into this, but it was strange.
Yeah.
What I was getting, but I was getting something. Go again.
Hey, check.
Yeah, it's like I'm just getting.
Put this microphone.
Oh, Bill, I've got to switch to these inputs. That's why, somehow. My audio is. You're good, Nick. It's me.
You guys should be, I think you're up. Oh, we're definitely going to be look for something. Oh, there it is. It's right here. Okay, you got it. Okay, good.
Give me
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm way better now, Bill.
So lighting, what we're sorry. You're still on it. You're still somewhere in that direction. Okay. Thank you, honey. Thank you.
It's using that. Yep. I feel like now I've got to reduce something. I have still not set up correctly. I'm still not.
Here's our guy. Here's our guy on the scene. Yeah.
How are you?
All right, how about you?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good.
Great to see you.
Good to see you too.
So he came up to us and he
Test, test. Yeah, I do. Test, test, test. Better now? I'm still getting something though.
Good evening. Try that one more time for the people in the back of the room that might not be able to hear me. Good evening. Thank you. I'd like to welcome the 31st annual
and I will be your host for this evening. Welcome. Okay, to my parents of the seniors, welcome to tonight's dinner. I get a little bit more energy out of you. Once again, my name is Kelly Lemon. It's my honor and pleasure to be up here hosting tonight. I am on Richmond Times-Dispatch team as the digital director for our new video initiative called Virginia Video Network. I have spoken to some of you student athletes already, but I'm also a board member for Sports Backer. So I'm just very, very excited that I am here honoring and celebrating your efforts tonight. And did you all catch the number that I said? It is the 31st annual awards and scholarship program. And this is my first time attending, but I did my research, and it made me understand the legacy and the magnitude of this event. The very first award ceremony was held back in 1992. I know, seniors, that was a long, long, long time ago. But back before any of the scholar athletes, of course, were born in this room, and the guest speaker that night was Arthur Ashe. Thank you all for that kind of response. Yes, Arthur Ashe. I'm so glad y'all know who he is, was the speaker, and I'm glad we can let that speak in. We've got a very special night planned, along with celebrating the young people in the room. We're also celebrating the 50th anniversary of Title IX, which was enacted back in June of 1972. My team at RTD created a video to help us understand the impact of Title IX has had on women's sports, and we've also got a special video to show you of some behind-the-scenes looks at some of the scholar athletes that are sitting in the room tonight. That was very fun to do. And, of course, our guest speaker, who I will introduce a little later, is the one and only Kiara D'amato. And, yes, that is the same Kiara that set American record in the marathon just a few months ago. And, you know, she did some big things this weekend as well. And, of course, we're going to give out some awards and some money. Of course, we're giving out those scholarships. So we're just going to make you wait until the end of the night for that part, so make sure you smile at the camera really, really hard when that part comes. To the scholar athletes in the room, you're now part of a long-standing legacy in Richmond. You've worked hard to get where you are, and we're excited to celebrate the region's best and brightest this evening. All right. Before we go any further, I have to give a shout out to everyone who makes these awards programs possible. Generous individuals and businesses join us each year in shining the spotlight on our region's best scholar athletes. It's because of these supporters and our scholar athlete scholarship endowment donors that these students are being recognized for the incredible achievements. A special thank you to our scholarship level sponsors, including the Ted Cox Memorial Scholarship, Universal Leaf Foundation, Williams Mullin, and McGuire Woods. And thanks to our table sponsors, KPMG, Truist and Truist Wealth, and Richmond Region Tourism. Without the support of these businesses and the donors listed on the screen right now, this program would in its 31st year. So let's give them all a big round of applause. Sports backers would also especially thank the donors to the Scholarship Athlete Scholarship Endowment Fund. The fund was established in 2016 with the generous donations and foresight from the donors listed on the screen. This fund will help support the scholarships to the best and brightest senior student athletes for years to come. And now I'd like to invite Gregory Gallup II to the stage. Greg is a former student athlete, scholar athlete finalist from 2010. He went on Virginia, wahoo-wah, where he played football and earned both his bachelor and master's degree in his 5 years on grounds. After college, Greg returned to Richmond, where he supported his community through his work at the Community Foundation, now entering his 6th year. Bringing it all round full circle, he served on the Scholarship Athlete Selection Committee for the past 2 years. I'll turn it over to Greg to bless this meal for the special evening. Thanks, Greg.
Good evening, everybody. It's good to be back here in person. Let us pray. Dear Lord, thank you for this opportunity to gather here this evening, celebrate these young men and women. We ask that you bless them as they move on to the next stages in learning and competition and life in general. Send them positive coaches, mentors, and accountable peers as they continue to grow and mature. Thank you for the food that we're about to receive for the nourishment of our bodies. We ask that you bless it, sanctify it by the word of God in this prayer. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Now we can enjoy this delicious meal that has been prepared for us. A special shout out to Jimmy Harris and the entire team over at the Jefferson for all that you do to make this night seamless. As you begin to eat, please remember the silent auction is still going on in the outside ballroom. And please feel free at any time to get up and check your bids. We're also doing a 50-50 raffle. You can buy 1 ticket for $10, 3 tickets for $20, and 10 tickets for only $50. And there are a few folks that are going to be walking around selling those raffle tickets. I'll be back in a few minutes to remind you of that. Enjoy your meal. While we're enjoying our meals, we want to remind everyone that the silent auction will stop in 10 minutes. The silent auction will stop in 10 minutes, and there's still time for you to get your 50-50 raffles. All right, if we could turn your attention back to the stage, if everyone could take their seats. Once again, if we could kindly ask everyone to return to their seats and turn your attention to the stage once again. As I shared earlier, tonight we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of Title IX. A special thank you to Julie Dayton, who is here with us this evening, and Carol LaHaye for sharing their insights to help us all better understand the importance and the impact of Title IX. Let's turn our attention to the stage and take a look.
The era when I was playing in high school and even in college, I don't think that I felt the benefits or understood the courage and the trailblazing that so many women did to command and expect better and expect more opportunities.
You know, for girls in high school, we played our games at 3:30 in the afternoon. But the boys got to play at 6 o'clock. So I remember my parents even, they would fix a pregame meal for my brothers. But me, I just stayed after school and watched the cheerleaders practice or another team practice until it was game time. Back then, that was even what we would refer to as a Title IX violation. It would have been nice to play at 6 o'clock when my parents could come, because both my parents worked and couldn't come to our games at 3:30 in the afternoon.
Title IX is 37 simple words that were put in place to provide fair opportunities and in theory, equal opportunities for girls in an educational setting. This is not men against women. This is not boys against girls. This is not female coaches against male coaches. It is simply giving fair opportunity to girls. If girls are 45% of the population on a college campus, for example, then 45% of the athletic opportunities should be for girls.
It's been rewarding to see some schools really want to embrace Title IX and do as much as they can for their girls or women. I take a lot of pride in many of the women's programs at Randolph-Macon because I was a part of their initiation into being a collegiate sport at Randolph-Macon. And it was very important that those programs have the opportunities that our men's programs were already experiencing.
In all the 50-year reports about Title IX, there is tremendous progress that has been made that's actually very impressive. But a very large part of those 50-year reports is how far we still have to go. And so I think from that standpoint, even though the law was passed in 1972, progress was incredibly slow.
We've come a long way, but we have much to do.
I admire the people who have fought the fight to bring awareness, to help educate, and to help push for things that need to be more equalized.
I'm so happy that girls and women get to do what they want to do and do have some resources and some facilities and support.
We'd like to thank Julie and Carol once again for contributing to this video. Julie is here tonight. Julie, could you please stand? There she is. Thank you, Julie. At this time, I'd like to announce the winner of the 50-50 raffle, which is $385. If you purchase a ticket, make sure you get it out. The winning number is 569927. Come on, somebody. Here we go. 569927. Congratulations. All right. In just a little bit, you'll hear the academic accolades and athletic accomplishments for each of our Scholar Athlete finalists. You're going to get their stats, and yes, they are impressive. I see what these kids are doing, and I just can't wrap my mind around it all. But what you don't see as I read their bios and announce their accomplishment is the person behind all of those accomplishments. Sure, the parents in the room know their child inside and out, and the coaches get to know the personalities, but we want everyone to get a chance to meet the Scholar Athletes off the field. My team and I interviewed many of the Scholar Athletes and put together a video that does just that. Gives you an inside look of who they are off the field. Let's check it out.
I've always said that I want to play baseball because I never tried it as a kid, and my brother is really good at baseball. That's his favorite sport.
I think diving is like so underrated and like not talked about that much, but it's so fun to watch.
I can barely ice skate, so that seems like a cool skill to have.
I would play basketball. I like playing basketball more than I like playing golf.
I would choose football because my family is a big football family. My dad's a football coach. We grew up around football, so it's really fun. I love watching it.
I've always wanted to try triathlons. I think that would be really cool.
I would love to try like MMA fighting. I think that would be like so cool. I think that would be like just awesome.
I'm really bad at basketball now, but I feel like it's the perfect sport because everybody like meets up at parks and plays, and that's like, it's so easy to like show off in basketball.
I'd want to play lacrosse. My brother plays lacrosse, and like all the cool gear and everything that comes with the game and how fast it is.
As someone who has never played like a hand sport outside of like 7th grade basketball, I feel like lacrosse would be super fun to learn how to do.
Basketball, absolutely.
I have to listen to like one Beyonce song. It's kind of like a must-have.
I just like jump behind the blocks and like shaking it off because I feel like even if it doesn't help, I feel like it's getting my heart rate up, but it also just helps me like shake off the worries. Like I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go.
I always eat a peanut butter sandwich right before.
I always wear the same necklace that my mom got me before, so every game day I always wear that, and then I always hang it in the same spot in my locker.
Over the past high school season, I actually ate like a cookie every like an hour before each game.
I've got a pair of socks that I've worn for every race the past 4 years, and if I don't have them, then I'll find them and make sure I have them.
I have a special cross necklace that I wear every track meet. I save it for track meets only.
I have this thing where I always put my left sock on before my right sock, but I don't know if that's just like a regular person thing.
But I'll have a Code Red Mountain Dew, which is probably not what you want to drink before a game.
And then for tennis, I always roll my socks over.
I'm gonna go with oatmeal. I love oatmeal. I don't know what it is about it.
Rice. I eat it so much.
I've never had bad pineapple pizza though.
I'd probably have to say sushi. That's definitely my favorite food. There's just so many types of sushi, and it's like so fun.
Spicy salmon sushi.
I really like almond butter, like a lot.
I think I would have to say grilled shrimp.
If it's like one meal for the rest of my life, it's got to be just a nice big steak and mashed potatoes. You can't go wrong with it. It's too good.
Eggplant parmesan.
Spaghetti and meat sauce. I love so much.
Like Chinese lo mein or my mom's spaghetti. My mom makes some pretty good spaghetti.
I will die on this hill that chicken is the food that you should keep if you could only eat one food.
Chicken. You can eat it so many different ways and so many things like that.
I mean, you can grill it, fry it. You can do so much with chicken, and I love chicken.
Oh, that was fun. Thank you guys for allowing us to get a little better into your lives. And now at this time, I'd like to introduce to you tonight's guest speaker, Kiara D'amato. And boy, do we have a star in the room tonight. As I've already told you, she's a new American record holder in the marathon. That's right. The fastest marathon runner in U.S. history is in this room right now. She ran the 26.2 mile distance in a record-setting pace of 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 12 seconds. Not only does she hold the American marathon record, she also holds the American record in the 10-mile distance, running that in 51 minutes and 23 seconds. And, of course, I got some breaking news. Over the weekend, she set another record by running the USATF 6K in a record-setting 17 minutes and 52 seconds. That's an average mile pace of 4.48 per mile. And she's still walking, and she's here with us tonight. And, of course, my favorite part is she's right here from Midlothian, Virginia. I could go on and on, but right now I'd like to bring up RTD's own Art Utley to help us with this interview. Y'all come on up to the stage. Let's give him a big warm welcome.
That's the right seat. That's the right seat for her because she can see everybody, even in the corner over here. Well, let's jump right in. Do you recognize that person that Kelly just described?
That's like my alter ego person. Like who I am right now, I'm a mom, I'm a wife to Anthony, I'm living with Logan. I feel like that's who I am on day to day. And just hearing all those accomplishments, it's like, I don't know, I've separated myself a little bit from that person.
Well, there were a bunch of comments. Dylan Garner from the Times-Dispatch did a story after you set the mark in Houston, and you used words like surreal, emotional, beautiful, confusing. What's it been like after doing that mark?
You know, it took a while for it to sink in and feel real. I think it took probably about a month after the race. It's been like such a big goal of mine my whole life just to see my potential in running. And since I came back in my 30s and trying to chase this record, I don't know, sometimes you put these goals on pedestals and you're working so hard towards them, you don't ever think you're actually going to get them. So it was kind of just letting that sink in was just, was a little wild. But honestly, really my life hasn't changed at all since it. I get a lot more attention now at like running events. But besides that, everything's been pretty similar.
I was getting ready to ask that very question, how life has changed or anything like that. Have you done anything like this anywhere else? Have you been a speaker and you've had to come up with speaking? And I'm sure you run right to the podium.
Yeah, I'm better at running than I am speaking, but pretty much I'm such a big believer in giving back to the community, and I feel like Richmond has supported me like in spades, and just like running down the street, people will be like, "Go, Kiara!" And I feel that just down to my core, like support from Richmond. So whenever anyone's like, "Hey, we got a middle school that needs a little pump up," I'm like, "I'll be there. Let's do this." So girls on the run or the running clubs. I've spoken at the collegiate school this year and a lot of high schools. So I'm really passionate about. I wouldn't be here without my community. So
talk a little bit about that. You talk about your team and what it means. Silas Franz is on part of that. He's former finalist here. Mm-hmm. Tell us about your team and how everything works.
I'm not a one-woman show. I always say it takes a village. We have Team D'Amato, my husband, and my kids, and then our community that surrounds us. But running can be a really selfish thing, and I take a lot of time away and need a lot of help. So I really rely on a lot of people to help support me in my dreams, and I'm really lucky that I have people that show up and help. And but even just the community like cheering me on, and like Sports Backers has been such a big supporter of mine. With after the race, they went, my favorite place to run, they put up dozens and dozens of signs that said like "Go Kiara" or funny cheesy jokes. So it's been it takes a village. But when I'm out there on running, like I do a lot of my runs by myself, and there's a lot of times when everything hurts and you're wondering like, why am I doing this? Like it's raining out, like my legs hurt, my lungs hurt, like why am I doing this? And when I can answer with like, you got people supporting you, or it's bigger than just me. It like really fuels me and keeps me going. So
You're getting a lot of attention. Do you like?
Definitely for this, yeah. The attention for doing something in sports, like pretty spectacular. That's the positive attention I like. Yeah, absolutely.
So, talk a little bit about your high school days at Oakton. You were a cross-country state champion, 1600 state champion, indoors and outdoors. Do you remember your 5K time when you were a high schooler?
I do. At Nationals, my senior year, I think I ran 17:50 in the 5K in high school.
So what about the 6K?
I ran the same exact time. So now I'm able to run a 6K and what I used to be able to run a 5K, that's pretty wild, yeah.
What got you to that point?
A lot of running. I think patience, consistency, I'm in my late 30s and I'm still at it, so I've had a lot of time to build. But yeah, high school was really cool. I grew up in Northern Virginia, and actually I met my husband in high school, who went to Midlothian High School. We met at a running camp, and it was the beginning of a very special friendship, which now turned into a marriage with kids, which is pretty cool.
Best thing happened to you in high school.
Yeah, but I knew Stan Morgan back in high school too. But yeah, high school, and I love meeting other high schoolers like with the team, because my best friends to this day are my high school cross country teammates. We've gotten married and had some really great moments and some heartbreaks, and we have kids now, and they're still like on my email chain and my text chain. Whenever anything great happens, they're the first ones that I reach to text. So it's just such a special moment in my life to be connected to those people. So I look around, and it's exciting to think that you all are experiencing that right now, that building those friendships that are going to last the rest of your life. And I found my love for running in high school, and now 20-some years later, I'm still doing it, which is just really cool that now you guys are at the beginning of this next chapter, and you can take athletics and sports throughout your life.
So in this audience are there are 3 here and one who was the school nominee, but Gabriella Garcia, who was at the same table, Logan
She's actually
Knuckles.
my babysitter too, so I'm
nice. That's really good. Yeah. Logan Knuckles, Catherine Garrison, and Reagan Gilman, who's from Veritas. They're all first team all Metro cross country. So
you guys like to run too. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So I think that's we have a lot of runners around here. There's no question about that. So, what was your driver to reach the elite level that you've reached?
It wasn't ever. I never thought that I'd be here. I never thought I'd be sitting up front and talking to all y'all. And my husband made a joke before I came on. I was like, "Oh man, they had to bring up that Arthur Ashe was once here." So I'm sorry, I'm not to like that cool level. But for me, I learned very early on in my life how to love running, and then after having kids, I put running back in my life, first for like physical health reasons, and then mental health reasons, and then I started getting better and better and better, and then I started knocking on my high school PRs and then my college PRs and competing against like my younger self. And for me, it just felt like I had all this unfinished business. I stopped running a couple years after college, and I was just a fan of the sport for a while. And then coming back and thinking, hey, maybe I can, beat my college self or hit all those goals that, I wanted to be an Olympian. I wanted to be a national champion. I wanted to have a national record, which I fell short of my first round. So now coming back and having this beautiful opportunity to try again, that's my driver, is to kind of hit this unfinished business.
Well, let's hit that gap. 8 years. Now, I hate to do this with age.
I'm 37 years old. Yeah.
37.
My Wikipedia page says I'm 38, but they're cutting me short a little bit. Yeah.
So because you took that 8-year gap, are you running on 29-year-old legs?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's exactly how that works.
Did that really have fresh legs?
I think so. I think part of it is my body's not as beaten up, and I think also my perspective is so different. I think in high school and in college, I put so much pressure on myself to perform, and that determined my happiness. So I was Kiara the runner, and everything about me revolved around running. And now I'm a wife and a mother, and running is my fun hobby. So I've taken a lot of the pressure off of it. But also I'm not afraid to fail now, because in my first round I didn't hit all those goals, and I learned to forgive myself and move on, and I was still really happy. So in this round now, I'm not afraid to fail, which is a pretty dangerous thing when you put someone on the starting line that's like, well, I can win or lose, and either way I'm going to be fine. I go out hard, I run hard, and it takes a lot of the pressure off when you're not afraid of, falling short of your goals.
So with Silas and some of the others on your team, how do you go out with them pacing you? How does that work?
Yeah, before a race, probably like with Silas, about 24 hours before the race, I was like, it's 5:18s per mile. Can you do that? And he's like, yeah, I can do that. So that's what we did. But he's now in California, so we don't train together on a daily basis. But I kept texting him, like, you ready to run fast? And he's like, yeah, I'm ready for you. So.
Do you run every day?
Every day, yep.
And do you vary the distances?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once a week I'll be on the track. Once a week I go down to Pony Pasture and run around there, and I do a big loop around the city, usually on my long runs, and then some easy runs in between that, yeah.
So what would you do? We asked the question of the scholar athletes, what other sport? So if you didn't run, what would you do?
Well, I've always said, too, like if I could pick any distance in running, I would pick the shortest event I can win, which right now, unfortunately, is the marathon. I have to run a really long way to win. But if I could win at the 100 meters, that is seriously the event I would do. And then if I picked another sport, I don't know, I really like running, man. I think I'd just stay in running, but I'd be a sprinter or a pole vaulter. That's a really cool event, too.
Well, long strides and a big pole to...
yeah.
The, with running and family, what do you do with your time that's not involved with them? How do you deal with alone time?
Yeah, I'm go a lot of the time, and then when I'm away from that, I crash hard. So I need that like solo time. I really like watching TV. I just like I'm an introverted extrovert, so I need to like balance out like kind of all the extrovert with the introvert. But I think that's also why I like to run. I see that as my space and my alone time. So that's kind of helped balance that out for me.
Sure. I'm trying to figure out the best way to ask on this one.
I'm an open book, so just yeah.
What? Okay, you gave the 100 meters would be, and the marathon is where it is. But you still run the 10,000. Should you qualify for the Olympic team, and I know that's something you'd like to do. What is that? You're aiming. All your training, everything, it never stops.
Mm-hmm. I'm aiming for the Olympics. Ideally, it would be the marathon, but really whatever I could qualify in. So if I could get to the 10K or the 5K, I really would run whatever event to be an Olympian. Yeah.
Well, you're also a realtor. Mm-hmm. What do you say about the housing market these days?
It's hot, man. I'm sorry to all the buyers out there right now. It is a brutal, brutal market. But it's a good time to sell, terrible time to buy. But see me afterwards if you want to chat houses. That's good.
I think that's the perfect finish. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Kiara, stay up here. We have a little gift for you real quick. Thank you, Art.
Thank you.
We appreciate you being the speaker this year. You were better than Arthur Ashe.
Hey, and congratulations to all the scholar athletes and all the student athletes. I mean, just reading through your bios and your accomplishments, it's just incredible. I'm just so awed and intimidated by all you all. So I'm sorry you had to listen to me because I would rather be listening to you. But thank you all for having me.
Thank you. Once again, we'd like to thank our generous sponsors and donors. And before we present the finalists, without the support of these generous businesses and individuals, this program would not be possible. We'd like to thank those in attendance who have supported and continue to support this program. Each of you know that are here tonight are now part of a long-standing history and tradition. Since 1992, sports backers in the Richmond Times-Dispatch have partnered to recognize the accomplishment of the region's finest student athletes, awarding over $1,300,000 in college scholarships over the years. This year, 93 students were nominated as their school's Scholar Athlete of the Year. Of those, only 20 were selected as the finalists that are here tonight. From those finalists, one girl and one boy will be announced as the overall winners and each receive a $5,000 scholarship. One boy and one girl will be announced as runner-ups and will each receive a $3,000 scholarship. But don't you worry, the 16 other finalists get scholarships too in the amount of $2,000 each. And we'll also award the Raymond D. Patterson and Cheryl L. Oliver Memorial Scholarships, as well as the Williams Mullin Community Impact Award. At tonight's event, we will award a total of $55,500 in scholarships and awards. So let's get into it. The first award we're giving out this evening is the Williams Mullin Community Impact Award. And I'd like to invite Meredith Haynes from William & Mullins to join me on the stage to present this award. The goal of this award is to recognize a Richmond Region High School-based sports team for improving their community through volunteerism, fundraising, or other activities. The winning team will receive $2,500, which will be made on the winner's behalf to the school in order to amplify their efforts. Further, the winning team is encouraged to reinvest all or portion of the cash award to further their impact on the community. We received nominations from teams all over the area, and you'll be pleased to know that student athletes all across the Richmond metro region are quietly serving in all sorts of capacities to improve both their schools and their communities. Among the things we sought to learn were what kind of project or activity is the team involved in which serves their community? From who is the team is actively involved in the project? How long has this project existed and whom does it serve? Why did you choose this particular project? And what would these funds allow your team to provide? Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you all this year's Williams Mullins Community Impact Award recipient, John Marshall High School boys basketball team. These young men are certainly known for their athleticism. They were, after all, the Class 2 state champion winners. But what you may not know, however, is that what they do to improve our community. The team is heavily involved in several community service activities, such as the area coat and sock drive, JM Goes Pink campaign, annual Coaches for Cure, Walk for Breast Cancer Awareness, and the annual Turkey Giveaway. This work isn't new. They've had a long-standing commitment to the community, and they've been leading these projects for many years. In fact, the team was the first ever recipient of the Williams Mullin Community Impact Award in 2019. It's a big part of who they are. The Williams Mullin Community Impact Award of $2,500 will be used to assist in providing team meals, covering transportation costs, and purchasing uniforms and equipment. Williams and Mullins is proud to be supportive of John Marshall boys basketball team. Way to go, Justices. Congratulations. Along with Coach Ty White, here tonight to accept the award are administrators, other coaches, and faculty. And, of course, we'd like to welcome to the stage the players here with us tonight. Stephen Stinson Jr., Damon Thompson, and Dennis Parker Jr. Congratulations, team. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm sorry. We definitely got a good picture of y'all. Kiara, if you could please join us back on the stage as we are now getting into the individual awards. First up, we'll have the Cheryl L. Oliver and Raymond D. Patterson Memorial Scholarship Awards. These two awards are presented in honor of two beloved sports backers, staff members. The winners will each receive $2,500. And Sports Backers has created these two new scholarships in an effort to better serve Richmond area scholar athletes with demonstrated financial need. First is for Cheryl. She worked relentlessly to expand Sports Backers' reach to underserved communities. Well known for involvement with Black Girls Run and Richmond running communities, Cheryl's work at Sports Backers focused on bringing physical activity opportunities to Richmond's most vulnerable youth. We lost Cheryl 5 years ago and wish to honor her life by providing an opportunity to Richmond's next generation of female leaders. The recipient of this year's Cheryl L. Oliver Memorial Scholarship is Claudia Disbro of Glen Allen High School. Claudia is headed to Roanoke College to pursue her goal of becoming an emergency response physical assistant. She has numerous academic and athletics accomplishments in high school, and she plans to continue her path of excellence in honors college as a member of both the basketball and the track and field teams at Roanoke College. She's a personal trainer at American Family Fitness and will continue with her Roanoke's Fellowship program. Congratulations, Claudia. And now on to the Raymond D. Patterson Memorial Scholarship, which will also go to a college-bound senior boy. Raymond's leadership role as Sports Backers during his 10 years with the organization resulted in a deep connection within the community and enabled Sports Backers to expand its mission to include all corners of the Richmond region. Ray was well known for his heart for the community and his ability to see the promise in Richmond's most challenged youth. We lost Ray in the summer of 2016 with a hope to build his legacy and honor through his annual scholarship. The winner of this year's Raymond D. Patterson Memorial Scholarship is Clarence Claiborne, Jr. of Petersburg High School. Clarence is part of the middle college program at Petersburg High School and will earn his associate's degree from Richard Bland College. He will also continue his studies at Albany College in pharmacy and health science. He's a multi-sport athlete, earning 3 letters in basketball, 2 letters in football, and 1 in both golf and tennis. He led the basketball to the 3A region title and state runner-ups in Class 3. He's a devoted countless hours to his community through participation in the male protege program at Petersburg YMCA Leaders Club and Teams Petersburg. Congratulations, Clarence. And now it's time to announce the 16 finalists. Each of these student athletes will receive a $2,000 scholarship. As we work our way through the through the finalists, please head up to the stage when you hear your name being called, and you will receive your award, and then you can exit to the opposite side of the stage. And Michael Phillips said, I got to be quick with this as I am coming into his role with this. So here we go. Catherine Garrison of Maggie Walker Governor School. Catherine is a key member of the Maggie Walker cross-country indoor and outdoor track teams. And so, of course, she placed first in the 3,200 meter race in the state 3A indoor track meet and third in the 1,600 meter. Catherine is also earned all metro, all region, and all state honors with cross-country in 2000 and 2001. She excels academically with a 4.55 GPA and holds membership in all the societies. I mean, when I say all of them, all of them. And of course, Catherine is headed to the College of William and Mary in the fall, where she will continue running cross-country and track. Will Wise of St. Christopher's School. Will's a 2-year captain of the cross-country team and a captain of both indoor and outdoor track teams at St. Chris. He is the All Prep League and All VISSA in cross country, leading his team in prep title. As his leadership continues in indoor and outdoor teams, he won prep titles in 2019, 2020, and also he is the recipient of the Berlin Distance Running Award and Robin Williams Award. He's a 4.6 GPA, and he is headed to Wiseland University. Will's scholarship made it possible by Ted Cox Memorial Scholarship Fund. Congratulations. Charlotte Robinson of St. Catherine School. Charlotte trains year-round as a member of St. Catherine's School indoor and outdoor track and field teams. Her training has led her to numerous wins and accolades, and in 2022, she was the LIS champion in triple jump, second in long jump, second in the 55 meters, and the first in the 4x200, and the second in the 300. She was also state champion in a lot of different things. Gosh, Kevin, you got a lot going on here. And she earned a 4.3.7 GPA, and she will go on to the College of William and Mary. Congratulations, Charlotte. And Ethan Snow of Deep Run High School. He's a 4-year letterman in golf, and in 2021, he was the All-Metro Player of the Year. He's also been named first team All-State, All-Region, and All-Metro, and Ethan finished second in his Class 5 state tournament. He's got a 4.25 GPA, and of course, he's part of the National Honor Society, and he is going to head on to James Madison University. Congratulations to you. And we've already heard about this person, but we're going to bring Claudia back up to the stage from Glen Allen High School. She already received the Cheryl L. Oliver Memorial Scholarship, but Claudia is a scholar athlete finalist as well. And of course, she represents Glen Allen track, soccer, basketball, and she's earning 4-letter awards in both track and basketball. In basketball skills, she's earned first team all region and Metro all team honorable mention, and she's a scholar athlete of the month in January. She has a 4.64 GPA. All the societies for sports medicine, and she's the top 6 international and health occupation students of America. She'll go to Roanoke College, and she'll play basketball and track and field. And she's also going to be a personal trainer. Daryl Edmonds Jr. of Benedictine College Prep. DJ, as he's known, and those who love him, is a 2-sport standout at Benedictine College. He's playing football and running track. He was selected as an all-VISSA football second team and as a return specialist on offense and defensive back. He's indoor track meet champion and has earned a third in the triple jump. He has a 4.5 GPA and is, of course, a member of National Honor Society, and he does multiple service projects throughout the year. He's headed to the University of Oregon in the fall. Amani Kimball McTavish of Collegiate School. Amani served as a captain for Collegiate School's basketball, field hockey, and lacrosse teams, and she's earned multiple awards, all Metro honors in lacrosse and basketball. A 10-time letter winner, she's a recipient of the Webb Sportsman Award in collegiate sports and height, which is the highest athletic award. She has a 4.25 GPA, and she is going to head to the Ohio State University, where she's going to play lacrosse. And Parker Sloan of Powhatan High School. He's a 4-year starter and team captain for the soccer team. And in 2021, he was a Club Champions League leading scorer with 48 goals. And he also was selected honorable mention All-Metro. He's a member of the Generation Adidas Team Select and played internationally in Madrid and Amsterdam. He has a 4.54 GPA, and he is headed to the University of Virginia to play soccer this fall. Wow. And Jada Foreman of Atlee High School. Jada earned first team All-Metro and All-Region as a 4B middle hitter in volleyball. Those accolades are icing on the cake considering her performance in track and field, as Jada is the New Balance indoor triple jump national champion, 8-time state champion, and holds the Class 4 triple jump record. She's got a 3.8 GPA, and she is headed to Southern California University, where she will continue her track and field career. And William Nooner of Collegiate High School. William played both outdoor and indoor soccer as well as track for collegiate. He earned a lot of first team honors and prep honors, and he also is all Metro honors with the relay team members and the indoor and outdoor track, including the 4x400 and the 4x800. He has a 4.63 GPA, and William will continue his academic career at Duke University in the fall. Faith Henderson of Powhatan High School. Faith excelled in both basketball and volleyball courts as a student athlete at Powhatan. She's a 3-year volleyball starter and a 4-year basketball starter, also serving as a team captain for 3 years. She's all-time leading basketball scorer with 1,374 points and earned recognition as Region 4B Player of the Year and was named First Team All-Metro and All-State. She's got a 4.5 GPA, and she's headed to Christopher Newport University to continue her basketball career in the fall. Deshawn Godwin of George Wythe High School. He's a basketball standout and team captain for George Wythe Bulldogs. As a high-scoring shooting guard, he averaged 23.3 points, including 5 3-pointers per game. He holds the VHSL record for the most 3-pointers made in a season with 107, even recording 2 games with 10 3-pointers. He's got a 4.6 GPA from Franklin Military Academy, where he's also served as the senior class sergeant at arms. He was selected Scholar Athlete of the Year in January, and he's on the yearbook committee. He's headed to American University in the fall to continue his basketball career. Aaron Langenberg from the Stewart School. Aaron served as a captain and co-captain for the Stewart School swim team all 4 years in her high school career. Holding school record times in 6 events, Aaron has earned 3 times the VISSA Division II championship meet record holder in the 100 butterfly and has earned All-State in the 100 fly 4 times, in the 200 IM twice. She has a 4.86 GPA, and she will be headed to continue her swimming career at the College of William & Mary in the fall. William Moore, also known as Witt, is a 2-time captain for the Stewart School soccer team. He was voted first team all-conference and second team all-state twice. He scored 41 goals and had 37 assists. He's also a member of the 2019 and 2021 state championship tennis teams. He holds a 4.56 GPA, and he's headed to Lehigh University in the fall. Logan Knuckles of Patrick Henry High School. Logan has represented Patrick High in basketball, cross country, and track and field. This 4-year basketball starter never missed a game and scored 1,392 points for her career. For her athleticism on the court, she was named first team All Region 3 times and first team All Metro and All State in 2021 and second team All Metro All State as a senior. She has a 4.4 GPA, and Logan has committed to women's basketball at Campbell University. Luke Taylor of Patrick Henry. Luke is the salutatorian of his class at Patrick Henry, where he also excelled in cross country and track. He's a 2-time first team All Metro and 2-time All State in cross country, and he is also a part of the indoor and outdoor school record setting 4x8 relay quartet. Luke has a 4.58 GPA, and he's headed to Furman University to continue his running career in the fall. What? I did it. Yay. Congratulations to all of our finalists receiving $2,000 in scholarships tonight. All right. Now on to our runner-ups. Each of our 2 runner-up recipients will receive $3,000 scholarship, and 2 scholarships are made possible by Universal Leaf Foundation and McGuire Woods. Our first runner-up, presented by McGuire Woods, our female runner-up is Madison Mcconaco of Thomasdale High School. Madison is a 4-year letter winner of indoor and outdoor track at Thomasdale. Her athletic prowess led her to being named the Milestat Indoor Track National Athlete of the Year. She's a leaping 43 feet, 6.5 inches at Adidas Nationals, a jump that is among 5 best in high school indoor history nationwide. She has a 4.5 GPA, and Madison is a member of the National Honor Society, and she is also has received a commending resolution by the Virginia House of Delegates for her academic and athletic excellence. She's going to continue her track and field career at the University of Georgia. Congratulations, Madison. Presented by the Universal Leaf Foundation, our male runner-up is Brent Bishop of Douglas Freeman High School. Brent's a cross-country and track star and team captain for Douglas Freeman. In each of his 4 seasons as a varsity runner, he was state meet qualifier, earning the title of state champion in the 1,000 meter, in the 1,600 meter indoor distances. He has a 4.56 GPA, and he's also the co-founder of the Freeman Spike Ball Club. He will be attending Columbia University in the fall. All right. And now to conclude the evening, our 2 Times-Dispatch Sports Backers Scholar Athletes of the Year. Each recipient will receive $5,000 scholarship. When your name is called, I ask you join me on the stage for a minute so I can ask you a question or two, and then we'll get some pictures. Our female winner is Gabriella Garcia of Midlothian High School. Gabriella has excelled in cross country and track while maintaining a 5.2 GPA in Midlothian High School. She was named Scholar Athlete of the Month in November after winning the Class 5 state title and Region 5B crown in cross country. During her senior year, she earned all Metro in cross country and all region for cross country indoor track. Gabriella is a member of the National Honor Society in Science, English, Spanish, Social Studies, and Math. She will continue her running career at James Madison University. Congratulations, Gabriella. All right. So my question for you, because I've already talked to you, but my question for you right now, if you had your choice, are we Netflix binging? Are we reading a book? Or are we sitting somewhere in silence? What are you going to do?
Like right after this?
Tomorrow, the next day, what would you choose to do?
Probably hang out with friends.
Option D. Good option, Gabriella. Thank you and congratulations. She said, I'm not doing any of those things. That's how you make your own rules. Congratulations. All right, and here we go. And our next winner is Noah Hartso of J.R. Tucker High School. Noah played both football and competed in track and field for Tucker Tigers. He's a 2-time captain of the football team, and he earned first team All-Metro, All-Region, All-State honors as an offensive guard, as well as second team All-Region on the defensive line. He's also a state qualifier in the discus, and he's a top 10 in the region for shot put. Noah has a 4.54 GPA and has earned an advanced diploma with community service SEAL, and as well as an associate's degree through J. Sargent Reynolds dual enrollment program. He also completed a medical internship through RVA Pediatrics. Noah will be attending the University of Virginia, where he will play football. Congratulations, Noah. And wahoo wah to you. All right, Noah. I'm going to ask you the same question, and let's see if you come up with answer D. Are you going to watch Netflix, binge something on anything, Netflix, Hulu, whatever you do? Are you going to read a good book? Are you going to sit in silence? Or are you going to join Gabriella and hang out with friends? What's your options?
I'm a big Marvel guy, so I'll probably put on an Avengers movie and go hang out with my friends. That sounds fun.
That's good. Thank you, Noah. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to all our outstanding student athletes here this evening. We're proud to recognize you all for your hard work, dedication on the field and in the classroom. We wish you all the best of luck as you begin the next phase of your life. Before we go, we do ask that all student athletes and award winners recognized tonight please make their way back to the stage for a quick group photo. We'll also have a backdrop outside in the lobby for those of you who would like to take a family photo and more group photos with your team, coaches, and those that are here celebrating with you. Please make sure you share these photos both with sports backers and the Richmond Times-Dispatch at RTD News by using the hashtag 804 Varsity and Let's Go RVA. And also make sure you check out your silent auction items in the floor on your way out. We also have a copy of the plaque for each school. So if we could have one representative from each school come up and grab their school's plaque before heading out. Thank you once again for attending the 31st Annual Scholar Athlete Awards Program presented by the Richmond Times-Dispatch and sports backers. Congratulations to all student athletes and congratulations parents.
I've never been finished before 9.
I did. I was like, look, if I mess your name up, y'all got to understand. It's just going to happen at this point. All right.
Thank you so much.
That felt good. That felt good.